Yes, good evening to you both. Now, spending the past several hours here along Wellesley Drive in Upper Arlington, progress made substantially. The roadways clear, just damage that residents and homeowners have to deal with now. It's forcing Upper Arlington schools to extend the summer vacation. Now, students won't head back to class until next Monday. Upper Arlington Schools Superintendent Robert Hunt calls it a first, a delayed start to the school year because of these summer storms.
That's certainly an interesting opening, but not the one we intended.
Practices and extracurriculars canceled, not the start to the school year the UA community anticipated. Upper Arlington High School, Windermere, and Wycliffe Elementary still without power Wednesday evening, plus roughly 7,000 UA homes.
And certainly there's a balance. If we can get our buildings open, that's one thing, but we have to understand and realize that there's an impact at our homes as well. So having those conversations and balancing that in the decision.
AC and charging stations now being offered at Jones and Hastings middle schools. Superintendent Hunt says this won't force extra days at the end of the school year.
We have a significantly greater number of hours than needed. So as of right now, we don't see an impact on our school calendar beyond this. We'll continue to monitor that as we go through the year.
Matu Stanek and Skylar Sherman live along Kennybrook Bluff, watching a century-old tree ripped down in front of their house.
I'd woken up and I was like, oh, it's thunderstorming. It's not a big deal. But I looked out the window and the trees were flying everywhere. It looked like a tornado was coming through. And then right as we thought it was something serious, the power cut out.
They've spent hours clearing trees and branches on their property Wednesday.
I mean, we've had branches before. We've had like the creek rise up like near flooding levels, and this was kind of all of that, plus big trees flying, like our neighbor's tree almost hit their car, missed it just by a little bit.
Physical damage and hundreds of power outages continuing to leave an uncertain future for the Upper Arlington community. And as of now, UA Schools starts with a staggered start on Monday. The entire district begins school on Tuesday, and this comes as power might not be on for UA. Some residents expected to have that power on Friday. Now, this comes as we're turning our coverage to my coworker, Annabelle Kinney. She joins us after speaking with state leaders on what cleanup efforts look like at this hour. Annabelle, what are you hearing?
Aaron, I'm here off Hinman Avenue, just another neighborhood that was hit very hard after yesterday's storms. Neighbors telling me that this home behind me was lifted off of its foundation. There are down trees, power lines, and significant damage to homes in this area. As cleanup efforts continue, Mayor Ginther says there's a long way to go.
We don't have water because the water's connected to this one, and the pipes broke.
After severe storms and strong winds ripped through central Ohio on Tuesday, thousands of people in Columbus remain without power. Rosie Noble is one of them. She says she was hanging out with her daughter and cats when strong winds busted out her window, knocked down her chimney, and left power lines down all across her South Side neighborhood.
The wind hit so hard it knocked our window out, and we had to push it back in. And we had to jump out of the way. It was scary.
Mayor Ginther declaring an emergency for Columbus Wednesday.
We have significant infrastructure repairs ahead of us, along with the continued cleanup and other needs across the city.
First responders have been working around the clock to help people in need. Ginther says at the height of the storm Tuesday, Columbus Fire received around 130 calls at the exact same time.
For the first time in the Division of Fire's history, every unit was in service at the same time yesterday, with tripling the number of calls that we receive on a traditional day.
He says Columbus's South Side was one of the hardest hit areas.
This is behind the apartment I'm in right now, and it's literally pushed off its foundation.
Ginther says the focus shifts now to restoring power, repairing damage, and sticking together.
Check on your neighbors, make sure everybody's okay, because that's what's important. Stuff can be replaced, but the people are what really matters.
Governor DeWine says people should remain weather aware as the threat of new storms linger. And with all the power outages, it's important to remember to please avoid wires and poles that are down. And please be safe out there. Reporting on your side in Columbus, Annabelle Kinney, ABC6 News.